Okay, cool.
All right.
Hey, what's up, you guys?
What's up? Welcome to the Not on the Pod podcast.
Yep.
I'm Joshua. Wait, I shouldn't say my last name. We'll bleep that out. And I'm here with Abigail, and we're gonna be talking about Velocipastor.
Right.
This exquisite film, and I'm excited to see what she thinks about it. I watched it earlier today, and she, I believe, just watched it, right? You just
Yeah,
got
literally,
done?
like right now. Yeah.
Awesome. So
Wait, you set up your Christmas tree. I just noticed.
Yeah.
How festive. Ah, dang! I should do that. Imagine like in the corner right there.
Yeah,
then we'd be
nice.
matching. What a vibe that would be. I should do that.
Cool. You should.
Anyway, yeah, I just finished watching the movie. It was fantastic.
It's wonderful. It's a wonderful movie. I loved it.
It is. It's like fantastic. It's truly a work of art.
Going into it, like I did know, and I think you could tell right away that they know what they're doing with it.
Yeah.
So like, because like right off the bat, I guess we could just start talking about the movie, right? Talk scene by scene.
Let's just go into it. Yeah,
So right off the bat, movie opens up with we meet the main character. What is his name?
I don't remember. Let's look.
The Velocipastor.
They don't like mention it much, I don't think. His name is Doug. Oh yeah, it's Doug, because I remember the pastor kept calling him Douglas.
You got Doug?
He is Father Jones. Doug Jones.
Doug Jones. And you have, who's the old priest? What's his name?
Old priest is Father Stewart, played by Daniel Steer, and Doug Jones is played by Gregory James Cohen.
And then you have
fantastic.
You have Chloe?
Carol,
I knew it was a C name.
Carol, played by Alyssa Kempinski. And if you could not tell by like the father part, we've got our pastor, Doug Jones, and then Carol is our sex worker.
Yes. Yeah, that's good. This is okay. All right. I can't wait. All right, let's go. All right. So basically, film starts off and we meet Father Doug Jones. He's speaking to his congregation, right? There is no small scene before this, right? It just jumps right into it.
You just jump into him and he's in church.
So, and I guess his sermon gets over, and he walks outside, and he sees his parents, and he's like, "Hey, Mom and Dad," like waving like he's a toddler. You know what I mean? Like, "Hey, how you doing, guys?" And like, camera does hard cuts to his family across the road, being like, "Hey, what's up, kid? How you doing?" And then it like pans out to a car, and then it cuts back to him, and you hear an explosion. You don't see any lights. You don't see anything. And then it cuts back to that, and it says VFX car fire.
Nothing. You're looking at a street. It is literally a video of a street. And that's what I knew. This is going to be a great movie.
Yeah, I was like, okay, all right.
It just says VFX car fire. I was like, cinema.
They know exactly what they were doing right off the bat. Because like at first I was just like, all right, this might be corny, but then I was like, oh no, they know what they're doing.
No, they knew exactly what they were doing. They had a budget and they did what they could do with that budget, and they did it well.
So then, after that scene, obviously he is being comforted by Father Stewart, right? That's his name.
Father Stewart, yeah,
who's like his mentor in the priesthood.
Yeah, and he's an old guy. He's been touching kids for a while.
for a minute. He's got a wild backstory, by the way, that we'll get into later. And then so like he's getting like a I guess a pep talk by this father, and it's a weird scene. I don't know why they did it like this, but I kind of love it. Where like you got their front view of their faces side by side of the middle scene where they're talking, facing each other. Are you muted?
Am I?
Okay. No. No. I didn't hear you for a second.
Oh God. Okay. No, okay. I'm not muted.
Okay.
Last I checked.
Gotcha. All right. So it was a weird artistic choice. I think they just did it just because they could do it. That's the feeling I got from it.
That's kind of like the vibe of the movie in general. They were just like, why not?
This is the like, so like not the harp on about me being a film student, dude, but this is exactly what it felt like making movies in college, where it's like you would make shit up on the fly and just be like, why don't we just do that? That'd be funny. We should just do it like that, and you just have scenes thrown in there just because, or even just they'll do an edit and an editor will be like, can we just shoot this tomorrow, just this quick thing, because it would make it way funnier. And I think that's probably what happened when they they did that.
They just had fun with this.
You could tell. I mean, it's like one of those things. I wish I was a part of it. It looks so much fun.
Oh yeah.
But all right, so basically, Father Stewart gives him like a mission. Gives Doug Jones a mission, and is like, in order to like find God again, you have to go to where God is not. And it cuts to like, we get like a montage of him driving to like heavy metal music, and you don't know where he's going. And it like ends with him like walking through the woods, which is like the most American style forest I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
like I could walk 10 feet and I could be in the exact place where he was.
You probably were, because it was probably filmed in that area based off what we've looked up.
Yeah. And then it like as soon as the music ends, he's like gets up on like a small ridge and he's just like, China. So there we go.
So we took a road trip to China. We're now in China.
My favorite part is this. It's like I have to go to where God is not. China.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even connect that until you phrased it that way, because it's not like that immediately happens. It's like he says that, then you see like the little road trip sequence. Like, I didn't. Yeah.
It's like a 5-minute montage, so you almost forget about it, but then you're like, all right, but where is he going? And then it just begins right off. China.
Dude. No, it is the like just the whole everything involving China or like Chinese people in this movie, absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Nuts. Wild even. But we'll get there.
Well, no, it's not even like we're getting there. 5 seconds later, we see a woman running with a rice patty hat and get shot with an arrow.
By these dudes in like ninja outfits?
Yeah,
right?
The straight up ninjas. Like he knocks an arrow and then shoots her with it. And then she's sitting there bleeding out, and he's just like, "Oh my god, what's happening?"
Yeah,
and she starts
she's
speaking.
clutching this velociraptor like claw.
and she's telling him like as she's like dying in his arms, bleeding out from the arrow, with the arrows sticking out of his stomach.
Doug.
Yeah, Doug. Yeah. And like Doug like literally just got here, so he has no idea what's happening. And she's speaking to him in Chinese, and he's just like, "Oh, you want me to take this?" Or like, what does he exactly say to her? It's like, "You want me to take this?" Or
it's something like that. And she's like telling him,
destroy
this. They'll never stop coming after you if you don't destroy this.
Yeah,
get rid of this. And he's like,
okay,
he's like, protect it for you. Okay. Hold on to it forever. Make it my life's possession. Gotcha.
So like, he's just like, okay, yeah, I don't understand what you're saying, but I'll
got it. Yeah. But then it's like she says all of that in Chinese, even though he like says he doesn't know Chinese and is like replying to her in English. But then her last words were in English, and she said, "Dragon Slayer."
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden can speak English.
She could have communicated with them, but I guess it chose not to in her final moment.
Just didn't want to, yeah. She was like, I'll figure it out.
And like the way, like, so he like takes it, and they start to attack him, right? The people that were attacking her?
No, I don't think so yet. I think what happens is he grips the like little claw,
and it cuts
and
him.
it cuts him, and then he's kind of like, oh my god, like I'm in pain.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to him being, I guess, back in America.
Yeah.
And we flash forward and he's having a dream about this. Like he's, I guess, been having reoccurring nightmares of this happening. And he wakes up and we're back with Father Stewart, his mentor. So I don't think he's attacked yet.
He went from China to like upstate New York overnight.
Real fast. Overnight, yeah. Yeah. So, and you think, like, I assumed he was getting attacked or whatever because the guys were right there, but I guess they were just, I don't know. I don't really know what happened. We didn't really find out.
Yeah. I think, is it right after this next Father Stewart scene where we get introduced to, like, the ninja faction?
I don't think yet.
Yeah? I
could be wrong. But we can talk about it now because it really doesn't, it's not like super important like when that's introduced. I feel like it's important like later when they come into it. But basically, we kind of end up finding out somewhere along the line that it's like, super odd and super confusing. But I guess it's like essentially this like Chinese like drug lord, but he's also like doing it for the sake of
God.
Like for God. So like, and I think he ends up explaining later, like the logic is something like, oh, get them like super addicted to this coke, and then they'll be so fucked up that they'll have no choice but to turn to God, basically. So, and they don't really explain, at least not that I recall. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they don't really explain what the Velociraptor claw has to do with any of that.
That's it.
What it is, what it has to do with their association, why they care about that specifically. Do they?
There's a single line at the end of the movie, but it's not even like why he's important. It's just that there was more of him at one point. That's it. That's all we know about this.
But that's kind of the deal, and they'll come into the movie a little bit later, and we'll hear more about them later. But that's kind of just some backstory to be aware of.
After we get back to the States, and like he has that conversation with Father Stewart after he gets back, where it's literally just it's like, oh, you found God again, and things are all good, and it's chill. Does he talk to him about the claw or no at this point?
I think he has told him, but he doesn't, like, Doug doesn't know anything yet. He's just kind of like, oh, this happened to me and I've been having these dreams. And I think like what happened?
I do remember a line because then he's just like, oh, look at this, very Eastern. The Father Stewart says.
Oh yeah. He's like, how very Eastern. Yeah. He says something else that was really racist, and I honestly forget, and I wish I would have written it down. But, yeah. We'll cut this dead silence.
Yeah, hold on. I'm looking at some of the stuff I wrote down. Oh yeah, there is, because Father Stewart brings up the conversation that Doug Jones had with the Chinese woman. He refers to her as that Chinese, like singular.
Yes, that's what it was. Yeah, I was like, hello.
And then after this, you see the most awkward priest hug ever. Like he like goes in for a hug and then like they don't know how to do it because he's lower than him. It's so
Doug's like laying on the bed. Also, can we talk, please? Okay. Can we talk about their outfits for just a moment?
The priest outfits?
Yes.
Like how sheer they are?
Well, there's a lot. So they've got like their priest like robes or what, I'm not sure what that's called. Sorry, priests. But like they've got that, and you know that like little white like thing they have in their collar? On their end, it's just like a piece of like cream colored elastic or something.
I didn't notice this.
Oh yeah, it's like a piece of like cream colored elastic or something, and it's tied in the back with like a string, like
Is
a
it?
cape would be. Yes, and Father Stewart even has a paper clip, or not a paper clip. What's it called? What are they called? The like fastener things, the metal thing.
Yeah,
Why can't I think of the name? What is
like
that? A
like when you like a.
Why can't I think of this word?
You're saying it's not a paperclip.
You know the things that look like paper clips, but it's like it's like a little needle, and like it's how you like keep things together. Like you can use it to pin clothes together or whatever. What? Okay, cut this. Cut this. Hold on.
It was a safety pin. That's what took you so long?
Yes, dude. That's what I was saying. Like it's like a super simple. You know when like something just anyway, whatever. But Father Stewart has a safety pin securing like the back of his little priest thing together. And it's like not even well done. Like it's not even like you just see like it, like you fully see the safety pin. Yeah. Just because it's like it's not even big enough to fit across his neck totally. So you just see the entire safety pin.
Another thing too is like when you think of priest robes, you think they're pretty thick. Yeah. But as you see, at least there's a particular scene that you see later in the movie where Father Stewart is outside. You can see everything underneath of it. Yeah. Like, you see his old man titties sagging. You see the whole thing underneath this fucking thin ass. I did not notice that. No, you can see his whole form underneath this thing.
Oh my god. No, they were definitely robes from like Party City or 100%. Something. Like, yeah, without a doubt.
Like, he should have been wearing clothes underneath that.
No, for sure. Okay, and then what's next? Do we meet Carol next?
I think it's Carol next. Yeah, we okay,
I have a lot to say about this scene.
Yes.
I have a lot to say. So next we're introduced to Carol, who is our sex worker, naturally. And I think we first see her, she's like strolling down the street going to meet her pimp. Yeah. Who is Frankie Mermaid. Naturally. And I'll let you talk about this first. So I'll share what I have to say.
Like, I feel like we're introduced to her, like, I don't think we realized right away that she's a hooker, right? But then you start like I think, did we skip like a morning routine of her?
So this is what happens. We see Doug like walking down the street, I'm pretty sure. And I forget exactly. I'm pretty sure he's upset in this moment. This might have been actually, now that I'm thinking about it, this may have been before. Doesn't really matter. Like the timeline, it's not super important, but Doug is like leaving the church, I'm pretty sure. Or what's that called? It's not called a church, is it? It's for like Catholics, what is that called?
It's a church.
Whatever. It's a church. So he's leaving and he's like upset about something, I'm pretty sure. And then this like homeless man comes by and he's like, hey, get money. And then Doug's like, I left. I'm a priest. I gave up all my earthly possessions. I have nothing for you. And then he leaves, and then Carol gives him some cash.
Gives him some money, and then we see her. It follows her after that. Yeah. Exactly. Gotcha.
And then it follows her after that. Yeah. And then we're with her pimp, and that's how we figure out pretty quickly based on how he's talking to her.
Yeah. And he like, it's crazy because we have a scene where he's just like, hello, Carol, very like happy, and then this is what's considered a jump cut to him smacking her with an angry face.
No, just smacks the shit out of her out of nowhere.
But it's obviously two different scenes that they cut together to make it so jarring like that. Yeah, 1 second, I gotta we'll cut this. Yeah,
fix your shit.
And then like, we get like basically he's just like a piece of shit pimp, like, you know, stereotypical. He's got long hair, but it's funny because you can tell that he does actually have hair up there because you can see the fucking follicles, but he's just shaved the middle of his head.
but there's a couple shitty strands.
Yeah, like a couple
over the
strands
top.
across the bed. We should include a photo. It's pretty great.
Yeah,
'Cause he
it's
has
pretty
it
good.
first, and then all of a sudden he's like, Carol. He like takes off his hat for no fucking reason.
Just like stereotypical New York stuff. But he does say one of the funniest lines in the movie right here, where he says, like he starts yelling at another prostitute like across the street that we don't see.
Wait, there's a line before this one. I know exactly what you're gonna say, and I love that line. There's a line right before this where he says something about like, oh, I'm Frankie Mermaid, you're blah 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 blah, when he's like yelling at Carol. He goes, and you know why my name is Frankie Mermaid? And then Carol's like mumbles something and you can't hear, and he's like, no, speak up, why is my name Frankie Mermaid? And she goes, because you're swimming in bitches.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, he's like, you're swimming in bitches.
I know exactly what line you're thinking. I'm looking at it right now.
And he says, if you stuck dicks in your mouth like you're doing that sandwich, I'd be a fucking millionaire by now. It's so good. I was like, damn, I'm almost on your side. That was great. Wait, hold on. All right, no, keep talking. No, you're good. You were cutting out for a second.
Okay. The thing about this movie is, like, legitimately, some of these actors are good.
Good. Like, that's what I literally put a note saying, wait, everybody is actually a good actor. Because they are acting being bad at acting, and it's good.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
Hard to do. Yeah, because like in some of them, yeah, I don't know. So Frankie Mermaid, like you can tell the guy who plays that character, he is funny. Like his comedic timing is like his character is obviously a piece of shit, but he's funny. It's kind of like what we were talking about with Burying the Ex a little bit, like how the brother was like a piece of shit but hilarious, and like you're like, your character, like I can tell you're like a funny actor. And another thing about that scene, and this is something that we see like 5 or 6 other times throughout the movie, the laughing in this movie. They do several scenes. Did you almost choke?
No, you almost spit, because that is some of the funniest shit in this movie, is the forced laughing in multiple parts.
Laughing? Yeah, so the pimp, it's like he laughs, and I don't remember if it was like before or after the scene, but he laughs. It is so funny. Like dude. It was so funny. Like the sounds he was making. This was like probably my second favorite laughing scene. We'll get to my first favorite later. I wonder, I feel like
I think it's probably the one that I'm thinking of.
Probably. But anyway, so yeah, that scene was fantastic. That's where we're introduced to Carol. And then we also, I remember now. Part of the conversation that we had before, where like Doug is in bed recovering and, you know, he's having that conversation with Father Stewart, is Father Stewart brings him some food and he's like, oh, in case you're hungry. And then Doug does this whole thing where he's like, I am hungry. And he's like, I guess he's like craving like flesh or some shit. And I think that's why he storms out of the church. And so at this point, I'm pretty sure we follow Carol along to where she will be, according to Frankie, turning tricks at the park.
Yeah, but this is just the woods. It doesn't feel like a park. This just feels like the woods.
Yeah. So she's like in the woods in the middle of the night or whatever. And then we have some dude that comes up to her to like rob her. And he goes, your money or your life. Like a gun to her head.
I feel like every actor in this movie just was some of the people working behind the scenes. Like he was like the sound guy that just got the part for this. Like,
like not meant to be acting, but he's like, yeah, your money or your life. And then essentially at the same time as they're like having this interaction where she's basically like, I don't have money, you were supposed to give me money. And then he's like, take me to your boss. And she's like, okay, well, he'll murder you and whatever. And they're having this exchange. And then Doug suddenly, I think we've been like going back and forth between this and like seeing Doug slowly velociraptoring.
Like his eyes become the cat's eyes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which
and
looks
he's like,
terrible.
it looks horrible, but you know, they did what they could, I think. So, and he's like doing he's like ah and stuff. And then all of a sudden, so what I thought was gonna happen is that they were gonna make him into this sort of like humanoid dinosaur looking thing, but no,
he
goes from a human being to this like paper mache looking dinosaur in an instant.
It like somehow looks worse than those blow up T-Rex dolls.
Weird, because towards the end of the movie, he's in that like he is in what appears to be like a little blow up outfit thing, but like in this scene, it literally looks like paper mache, and they're just showing like his like claws individually and stuff, and you know, basically he murders the dude that's trying to mess with Carol.
Carol, yeah, and then it cuts right to like him sleeping in like an unfamiliar bed.
I love this scene.
And like, you know, clearly naked under the sheets, and she like comes in wearing like a sheer nightgown, giving him like bedroom eyes, like they just fucked.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh no, what have I done? Like, I'm a priest.
Yeah.
I should have not have done this. And like, she was like, last night was incredible. Like, it was amazing. And then he was just like, oh fuck, I did sleep with her. And then like, she was just like, it was a little weird. And he was like, was I bad? like he was
just like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I know that these like kinds of scenes are kind of overdone, where like one person is talking about something completely different, but the other person is thinking it's like something romantic or sexual. I don't care. They did so good. It was so funny.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
Because it's
the delivery.
It was the melodrama with the bad acting really threw it over the top, where he's just like, no. This can never happen again. Yeah. This can never happen.
Yeah, this was a mistake. Oh no. Also, like, I really like their different styles of bad acting, by the way, because the guy who plays Doug, he's like very, like, he's really going for it with like the like, which I think like works really well with his like innocent, like young priest kind of thing. But then you have Carol's actress, who she was great, by the way.
She was really good. Yeah. She played.
Yeah, she was really good.
She was very monotone throughout the whole movie, but like on purpose, you could tell. You know what I mean?
On purpose,
like,
yeah. And it was weird because like you could tell like she wasn't as out there of a bad actor. She was very like subtle about it, like how she was doing. Like it was kind of like more dry, I guess. But I really liked how she played.
Yeah,
Carol. I thought she did a really good job.
Like. There's a like, if I was to describe Doug's bad acting, I would say it's like a community theater person whose favorite actor is Nicolas Cage.
That feels really right.
Like every time he does something, he just goes to 11, even though he doesn't really have to. Like he's just like, oh yeah, this is terrible.
Oh. Yeah, and we'll sometimes get like an internal monologue from him, but his face is like.
You get an internal monologue from a couple people in this movie for no reason. I can't wait to get to another scene too.
But yeah, no, that whole like little scene and exchange between them was great though, and then you know he ends up figuring out, you know, they finally end up getting on the same page, and he's figured out that he's turned into a dinosaur and murdered someone, and he's all like, dinosaurs aren't real, and even if they were, like, a man could not turn into one. And he's having like this whole, and she's like, no dude, like I'll show you, like he's buried, like let's go look at him basically. And he's like, okay, but can I have something to wear? And then we cut to them in the woods, and he's wearing this like bright orange cable knit sweater dress.
It's so good because it's almost like how girls will wear like an oversized t-shirt where you can't tell if there's anything underneath, but it's way closer to for him. Like he is
barely covering his situation.
It's like
oh my god.
It's so good.
One wrong move, he's exposed. And he's like, in the way he looks at where he's like so uncomfortable. It's like the way he, oh my god, it was
and he's
so
just
good.
shredded too in it. So it just looks so funny. Like
Yeah, he's like super like beefy. No, it is so funny. And like we also need to include a little picture of him in that dress because
absolutely.
I laughed out loud when they cut to that. Like when I watch movies like this on my own, like I'll usually be like, amused on the inside. I laughed out loud probably 3 or 4 times watching this.
Yeah, there was there was a Chinese woman where he's like China, and then her running getting shot by the arrow. I was dead at this scene with the dress, and then there's like 2 more later on that also had me dying laughing. But
actually, that is so rare for me to like laugh out loud, even at a movie that's like an actual well done comedy. Like it takes a lot for me to laugh out loud, especially on my own. Mm-hmm. So.
But no, this movie definitely managed to make me laugh quite a few times.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're out there to find the body. Do they actually find the body, or do they not find the body?
Yeah, they do, because she goes over. He's like in a pile of leaves, and she like uses her foot to like nudge some of the leaves off the body, and he's like, why did you do that? Like, why did you cover him or something like that?
And she was like, what did you want me to do? She was like,
you killed the guy.
This was one of the few points where she like it came out that she's like, oh, she's actually good at acting like bewildered in that scene, because she's like, well, what the hell do you want? Like,
exactly. No, it was great. And they have this whole conversation, and he's still all confused and stuff. And first of all, let me just say, like, all of the scenes where he, there is some sort of like fight or murder or something like that, they just go for it. Like in the scene where he is killing like the thug is what they call him. I'm pretty sure they literally just show, like, they get like a doll head, that they are not in any way trying to not, like, they are in no way trying to
multiple times.
Yeah, and it's like they just show like a decapitated doll head just roll across in the woods. It is like, it's and like sometimes they'll add like some fake blood or something coming out of the stump, but like it is so obviously plastic, and they do not care to make you think otherwise. So yeah, they do find the body, and then so their little conversation, they have like a little bit of an exchange that I actually was sitting there like, this is actually like a decent little conversation about modern day Christianity. Like, she's kind of trying to convince him that like what he did was a positive thing.
Yeah.
Because this guy was, gonna probably like kill her or rape her or whatever. And she's like, look, you did a positive thing. And like, this is the most positive, most priestly thing you could do. Like, basically kind of trying to imply that what he's doing currently is like not doing shit.
Yeah,
basically.
Like, what have you done for me?
Doing something good. Yeah, so anyway, she's like trying to...
Which is kind of a wild thing to say to anybody, where it's just like, yeah, that charity that you work for, but killing motherfuckers, that don't really help.
There you go. Now you're onto something. But like, she's not even wrong though, because like, what is he doing? He's just like sitting at a church, like doing confessionals and stuff. And you know what I mean? Like, so she's trying to convince him that like he should be using this power for that, basically.
Yeah.
And first of all, 2 of the lines, I have like several lines from this that I thought were hilarious.
Yeah.
One is Jezebel, which basically
she like tries to say that she's a hooker.
Yeah, she says she's a hooker, and she touches him or something, and he's like, Jezebel. And then I forget exactly what line happened before this. I should have wrote it down, but all I wrote down, there was a line from Carol that says, there's surprisingly low demand for hooker doctor lawyers. because she says something like, oh, he's like, you're a hooker? And she goes, yeah, and pre-med law, but people are a little less surprised about that one. And then she like says her little hooker doctor lawyer line. That was great. And then there was like another part where like we're ending this scene and he's running away in
Yes,
this
that's what I
orange
was gonna
dress
say,
with
too.
his cheeks about to like fully come out.
Doesn't he have like bright white sneakers too?
I don't remember. I was
but,
too
like,
busy like worrying about him having like a slip.
There's something so funny about like Jack dudes running, because it's like they only spend it working on their muscles. They don't do cardio, so like it's like they don't know how to do it.
Oh, he has like bulky, like kind of an awkward way, no offense.
Yeah.
But he's just like so beefy, but like compact. Yeah, and then
Just neon orange dress.
yeah. And I forget what exactly they like go to do, but he says like he wants to do something, and Carol's like, right now, and he's like running off of the street. He goes, yes, right now. He's just like sprinting away in this. Oh my god, I cannot get over how funny that was. Like I was chuckling. That was great.
And so we get like after this scene, we get to like he does he confess? Oh no. He goes to do confessions. That's why he starts to run away.
He's late to do a confessional.
Yeah, that's why he's just like, oh, I got to go to confessions. And she's like, right now? And he's like, yes, right now. And then we leave, and then the person who's doing the confessions is Frankie Mermaid.
Frankie Mermaid, the pimp.
And like
this was great, by the way.
He's sitting in there and he's smoking a doobie, blowing smoke.
One.
Yeah.
Blowing smoke into like the little divider, and it's like filling it, and Doug's just like,
yeah, and Doug's just like, you can't do that, and he's like, Frankie Mermaid can do whatever the fuck he wants.
yeah, he's like, I can smoke wherever because I'm always on fire or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And then he just starts to like to rattle off shit like, yeah, I stole candy from a baby, I killed a baby, I killed a couple people, like
yeah. Cause he's like, what do you want to confess about? And he's like, we could do the last 4 days maybe. Yeah. No, the line you're talking about, I wrote it down verbatim because I thought it was amazing. Was he said, yeah, I stole candy from a baby, then I threw the baby in the river so it couldn't snitch, obviously. His delivery of that was amazing. But then, so he's rattling on about all the stuff he's done, but he ends with basically saying that there was an old couple that he murdered. He set their car on fire in front of that very church, which, so, Doug ends up finding out, oh, you killed my parents, basically. And then his little velociraptor hand just punches through the divider.
That the Velociraptor that we get a couple more times is so clearly just a glove.
Oh yeah, just like a plastic glove. Yeah, and it's sometimes he's full raptor, sometimes he's partial, and it's really confusing why or what really, and it's also confusing how much control he has over it, because sometimes it seems like he loses his memory, but sometimes it doesn't.
Did you ever watch the MTV show Teen Wolf?
I didn't.
It's giving that, where they have multiple stages of werewolfism, where you become full wolf or just partial wolf, shit like that.
So he's got stages of
he's got
raptor.
Stages. Yeah. He has to.
Nice.
But he just rips his throat out, but it's just a little longer than it has to be, where he's just sitting there blood's gushing out of his thing.
Yeah, that was incredible too. And then what does he do? Does he fully decapitate him, or does he just he just bleeds out, or something?
I think he just bleeds out. Or either that or he just snaps his neck. But I think
I want you to know too that this is the scene where I finally wrote down, why are there actually some decent actors in this?
That
was the scene.
Mine was what do you call it? Let me see. Yeah, mine was after we meet Frankie Mermaid is when I wrote that down. It's the acting in this is actually incredible.
Yeah, it's good. Anyway, but yeah, so there's that, and then what happens after that? Where do we go from there? Because I'm pretty sure he goes with Carol after that, right?
Yeah, he immediately goes back to Carol holding his cross, and he's just like,
wait a second, maybe you're right. Maybe we should do this. You know what I mean? And then she's just like, okay, yeah. And he's like, but like, what should we do? And she's just like, well, we should have rules. And he's like, rules, yeah, rules. We should have rules.
Yeah. Like the commandments. And she's like the commandments.
Sure.
Yeah. And then, oh my God, dude. Wait, hold on. You keep talking. There was a Letterboxd review that you just reminded me of that I need to find.
Okay, yeah, go find that. But, so like, yeah, we get that quick scene. And then I believe we have a montage of, like him, like killing people and like, you know, being a priest and hanging out with Carol.
Yeah.
Like there's like it's just very quick scenes where it's like they're hanging out on a park bench, or like he's eating this one guy's leg as the like dinosaur head is just munching on the guy's leg, and he's just sitting there like it's munching on his leg. Everything
great.
And I believe it's right after this is when he gets attacked by ninjas. After that montage.
Also, I just want to say too, I'm pretty sure it's like this scene where he's talking to Carol, where we get the amazing line of Carol saying, "I don't know much about God," and he says, "Well, I don't know much about dinosaurs." And that was a beautiful line to me. And this person on Letterboxd thinks so as well. It says "Cinema Peaked with," and then says that line. I thought that was incredible. Wait, are you sure? Is that when he gets attacked by the ninjas?
Yeah, because he gets it. I think he gets attacked by the ninjas.
I thought that we went and we saw them first. I thought we like went and saw the ninjas like individually, and we kind of saw like that dynamic first.
Yeah, we might have, because all right. So yeah, it was probably right after that.
That's when we get introduced to like the they list him on IMDb as the white ninja.
I mean, you were talking about the white kid ninja.
Yes.
That suspiciously looks like your boyfriend.
First of all, no, he doesn't.
He kind of did. There's a scene. Wait. There's. Well, I'm gonna black this part out because it's a spoiler for later. When it's revealed that it's his brother and he's standing there in the kitchen, dude, I was like, that's mad. That was the first time I thought it. I didn't think of it at first, but when I saw him in it,
they're both just white and like blonde.
Dude, I'm telling you, I like
all white people look alike.
That's true. That is true. But I thought it looked a lot like your boyfriend. I was just like, oh shit.
That is nuts. Okay. Anyway. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna talk about the scene, but like, what were you gonna? Were you gonna talk about that?
I was just gonna say in this scene, I love the fact that because we have this guy. And he is like the leader of like the Chinese like drug lord, whatever it's supposed to be. And this guy like only speaks in Chinese like the entire movie. And it's so funny because everyone speaks back to him in English. Like literally it's like this white kid who like he just perfectly understands his Chinese, but like responds to him in English. Anyway, wait, I have more to say about that later, but I'm getting ahead of myself.
I mean, really, I don't really remember the full like context of the scene other than like, you know, they're going to be hunting the Dragon Slayer, whatever he is. And
this is when my favorite laugh of the entire movie happens.
But yeah, the laugh is the highlight of this scene where like he did what's his name? The main antagonist guy.
Oh God.
Do we have?
I don't want to say it. I don't know how to say it. I don't want to say it wrong because they kept.
Yeah, I just don't want to refer to him as the Asian man, the Asian ninja, because he's like the only Asian ninja in the movie.
Cut this out while I look at that's Wei Chan. Okay. Oh, yeah. So Wei Chan is the like main drug lord guy. He's like the leader.
All right. Yeah. So Wei Chan is that guy, and he just starts maniacally laughing, and like the white kid goes like, ha ha. Ha 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 ha. like it's such a stutter.
It goes on for like way too long, and it just keeps going, and they'll calm down, and they like, and then Sam, the little white ninja, he'll,
It's so good.
I feel like, can we include that part, please? I like
what, like
that,
put that scene in?
That scene is so important to me.
Yeah.
That's my favorite scene of the whole movie, I think.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay.
But yeah, and so I think then is when it cuts to him getting attacked by ninjas. Does he get attacked by ninjas, or does he get the exorcism first? I forget. I think it's...
I'm pretty sure... dude,
I think he might get attacked by ninjas and he kills all of them, and I think that's what scares him into talking to...
No. So this is what happens. He's like back in his room, in his little, I guess he like has a room in the church or something. He has this like little dorm room looking thing. Yeah. He's like a full grown man. I don't really understand that. But he's like sitting in his chambers or whatever, and he's reading. He's got like a book on his...
Priests live in the church usually.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So they have their own room in the church.
Well, so he's in his little
it depends
church
on the
room.
church, but yeah.
Okay, well, he lives there, it appears.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got like on his table, it's like this little dinosaur book. It's like all about dinosaurs or something. And then he's also reading a book called Crime 2.
Oh yeah, and he hides it with a Bible that's way too small.
Yeah. Father Stewart comes in, and once Father Stewart's fully already in the room, he like takes his book, and here, I can actually do it. I have two little books right here. So he's got his like book like this, and he comes in and he's like, "Oh, Father Stewart, I was just catching up on my reading."
It's literally exactly like that size difference too. But another thing about the Crime 2 is that it's clear that they just stuck those letters onto the front of that book. Like it's literally just a blue book that they put like paper, like they like hot glued fucking paper. Crime 2. So good.
So yeah, and then I think because he's reading that, Father Stewart's kind of like, "Okay, man, like what's going on?" basically. Yeah. And he's like, "Listen, Father, like la la la." And I think he explains to him, he like he fills him in on all the little Velociraptor claw and Carol and what he's doing with Carol and the murders and stuff like that. And Father Stewart's like, "Okay, man, you got to get an exorcism." Yeah. Because this is fucked up. And then I think he tries to go through the church or something. I don't exactly remember why he couldn't or what happened. But he instead decides to take him to this, like, who even was that dude? Like, was he, his name is Altair.
All right, so this is one of the funnier things in the movie, too. Is, well, the reason why they're going to this guy is because Father Stewart's just like, there's too much bureaucracy with the church, and I don't want to wait. We got to do this now, so I know a guy, right? And he takes him there, and we meet this guy. He looks like, do you know what a pickup artist is? Like they were bigger in like the late 2000s. Like they were like guys that like tried to tell.
Oh yeah,
guys.
they did like tricks or whatever. And
yeah, they were the people that started negging. Was these dudes?
Okay.
Pickup artists, but like he looks like one of those guys. This guy.
Apparently he's like I looked it up, by the way, and he's apparently like a Cuban American musician, singer, composer, author, and animator. And he's like, the way that he looks and dresses in the movie is like how he looks in real life. Like he's like fully got like the whole like goth action going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, please hold for 2 seconds.
Okay.
First of all, he lives in New Jersey.
Oh, nice.
Second of all, I can't exactly tell what this is, but when I was like trying to redo the information that I had found out, it's showing him in a priest outfit in a different movie. Anyway, sorry, that doesn't need to make it into the podcast. We can cut that. I just thought that was funny. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted.
So, yeah, the ADHD kicked in.
Yeah, my bad, dog.
All right. Anyway, we get in and like, you know, like Father Stewart's going to be like, all right, well, we're going to use this guy to like perform the exorcism. And he's just like, you know, sometimes you got to fight evil with evil. And that's was his explanation to Doug. And Doug asked him, he's just like, how do you even know this guy? And then it goes into a flashback.
Yep.
And
Father Stewart's Stewart's backstory.
We hear Father Stewart narrating in the background, and he's in Vietnam, and I find it so fucking funny that it's the same actor just wearing a fake mustache and wig. So, like, the younger version of him is still just like a 60-something-year-old man.
He puts like this blonde wig, and he's like fully. They don't try it all, and this dude looks old. Like he like fully like gray hair, wrinkles, like all of that. They fully like he's just this old dude, and he's like in the movie. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be like in his 20s or something. He's like
Vietnam.
And he's and he's got like a girl back home who I think also is supposed to be like old. In her 20s, but she's also like old, like his age.
It's got to be the actual dude's wife. I'm thinking it's got to be the actual dude's wife. That would be amazing.
Yeah, and then he's like talking to one of his buddies, and he's like, do you got a girl to go back home to? And he's like, yeah, Adeline. And then like Father Stewart pulls out like this picture of his wife, and it's like this old woman, and he's like, God, what a babe. And the dude, mind you, is like young, like I think the age he's supposed to be.
Yeah. And he's just like, you should have, like, when you get back, you should have, like, 5 kids. And then it cuts, and then it's just like 11 kids. And then you should name one of them Ollie, after me. And then when you smile at them, you got to smile like I smile. And he's like...
And then he gets fucking shot.
And then he gets shot in the neck. And he's like, oh, God. And then it cuts to him, like mourning, like on a tree or something, or a bench, and then it goes like he's like, oh, what am I gonna do? Oh, I miss my wife. And then she's all of a sudden in Vietnam, and she starts running towards him, and then she blows up through a mine.
Yeah, she like steps on like a mine or something, and just like it was insane. They took like a bucket of like red goop or something. Had to have been like gallons of whatever this stuff was, and they just like tossed it onto him with like random little chunks in there, but it's mostly just complete liquid, and he's just like covered in this red stuff, Carrie style.
And like one of my favorite things is one of like his other soldiers walks up. He's like, I don't think we can save her. Like he's like,
they're like, what can we do for her? He's like, I don't know. I think she might be too far gone. And she's like slop. Like there's no remains. There's not a bone. There's not an arm. There's like, she's gone. She's completely like.
And then so it cuts back to like him back in like America, and then you just hear it's like, and that's when I decided to become a priest. And not once during that entire story do we find out why he fucking knows this guy. The whole point of this flashback was to tell us how he knew this man, and we didn't find out how he knew this guy.
No, not at all. It's just like I haven't had to go to him in years. So you're like, okay, well, when did you have to go to him? Never find that out.
Yeah,
just
you're
exploded girlfriend, and that's it.
You're like, oh, he's gonna try and like bring these people back through dark magic or whatever, and then finds God.
Yeah.
But no, we don't get none of that. It was a waste of a scene for no reason.
I loved it. Though. I'm glad it was included.
It was so good. All right, so then it comes back, and then they perform the exorcism on Doug, and like Doug's like doing the and they're like, what do you feel, Doug? And he's like, I feel empty. He's like, no, actually, I feel hungry. And then he starts to like,
actually a pretty good representation of how the scene looks.
And then he starts to like turn, and of course it's the fucking stupid hands, like he like tries to like come out. Yeah, and he like that. Is this the scene where he rips Father Stewart's eyeball out of his head?
Yeah. He rips his eye out, and then he's like, what have I done? Basically immediately, and then he just speeds off with his little dinosaur hand.
He's sitting there like, oh no, runs away, and that's when that's when the warlock guy or whatever he is just starts maniacally laughing. It's like,
and you're like, he starts laughing, and you're like, what's happening?
Yeah, like he's just like, what have I done?
And I thought Father Stewart was gone right there. I thought we weren't going to see him anymore. But he's still alive. He made it through that.
With one of the worst eye patches I've ever seen.
Yeah, and then also like he still has his glasses underneath, and you can fully see under the eye patch that his eye's fine.
Is that why it looked weird?
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't even realize that he had the glasses underneath the eye. I wondered why it looked so weird. Oh, okay, that makes so much sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I don't know how I didn't even register that because I was so looking at the fucking eye patch this whole time. I was like, this looks so bad.
No, it took me a minute too. I think I saw him like adjust his glasses or something, and I was like, I like that he fully still has his glasses on. And then how does he end up with? Does he get like kidnapped or something by like the Chinese drug lord?
I can't remember because
he ends up with them somehow.
He does. I think so. It's got to be after that point.
But he's like, was it before? Did that happen before or after we get the scene with Carol, where like he finally they get together, which was amazing, by the way, that montage. Yeah.
So I think.
Because weren't they doing like that montage? Okay. Wasn't it like that was happening and something else was happening at the same time?
So I think. Literally what happens is he goes from this to her house, and then he's like, something happened, and then she comforts him, and then they have sex, I believe, based off what we see in the in the montage. It's like so many weird cuts from like
they do a couple of these, by the way, like a couple of these strange montages that look like they're made on iMovie, where like they have just like several like.
That's the hands, just doing that.
Like in that one, like Michelangelo ass shit. Like it's like their fingers are like doing like that to each other, and they just keep showing the same scenes over and over. So it's like that, and then it's like them like kissing on the bed, and then it's them kissing standing up, and then like so they just keep showing like the. But yeah, the implication is that they
had sex. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he stands up and he's in these insane tidy whities where you can see everything.
But then, like it cuts to like the next morning, and they're in bed together, and all of a sudden ninjas jump through the windows, every single window in the apartment. So I don't know how this apartment's set up and how they're all able to jump through the windows like that.
It's weird. Like the apartment appears to just be like a singular room sometimes, but other times it appears to be a whole apartment.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. But then so they actually like start to have like a kung fu fight against these ninjas, and what's her name? Carol actually like holds her own. Is weirdly good at fighting these ninjas.
constantly down them.
Yeah, like multiple times in this movie, she kicks ninja ass, and you're like, how? She's never fought ninjas before.
Doug also like isn't even in dinosaur mode when this happens.
No,
like they just like knock him down immediately, and the dudes are just on the floor like.
And then so now that I think this is where I get confused is after this scene and they fight off the ninjas. How does he know to go to China to fight these guys? Do they leave something behind?
I'm pretty sure he says something about like one of the guys that they downed. I'm pretty sure he says something. I don't know if he mentioned that Father Stewart was there or if he just was mentioning like, oh, you'll never beat them or something like that. But I think one of those things makes Doug realize, okay, I gotta go confront these guys, basically. Yeah. So then him and Carol decide that they're gonna get dressed up in these like he puts on like a leather jacket and she has on this like 70s style like black bodysuit thing. That I guess is like their like ninja outfits or something.
I was like, she looks like straight out of like an 80s exercise video, and it
like it's the way that it's set up, like it just keeps like making it seem like they can get to China in like a quick 30-minute commute.
Yeah, like, China is next door. You know what I I mean?
Yeah, China like is in New York 1 minute, and then like China an hour later,
as close as Canada is.
Yeah, they're like right there. So they get to China, and like why did the fact that he like brought Carol like fully to like fight alongside him, like he can't turn into a dinosaur.
Yeah, and like the thing is, she does kick ninja ass though.
She kicks ninja ass. It's true. Yeah, she kicks ninja ass until she like doesn't, and then all of a sudden some dude comes up with a sword and she is like doesn't even try to stop him. She just stands there and lets him slice her.
Well, that happens a couple times in this, because how this scene starts when they get to China and like have the final showdown and everything. Like we have the showdown between the white guy ninja and Doug. And for some reason,
you end up finding out is Doug's brother.
And it's like we did see like a little montage before of like Doug remembering his parents, and then we go back to all those scenes.
Laughing, by the way, also.
Yeah, but there is a particular scene where it's just like, "You're my only son, Doug," and then it just cuts to him like in the fucking like he's in the trunk.
Yeah, because the original scene, it's like him dropping Doug off, and he's like, "Are you sure you want to be a priest's son?" And he's like, "Yeah, Dad. Like, I think I could do a lot of good." And then he goes, "Okay, well, your mom and I are gonna take a quick spin while you're at priest college," and then they just like leave, and then they show that exact scene again, and then it's like. Once Doug leaves the car, there's a third row of the car, I guess, and suddenly, like, Sam, his brother, just goes. Like pops up in the third row right after hearing that. You're my only son, Doug.
There's another one where they're all sitting at the dining table laughing, and it just goes this way, and he's standing in the doorway.
Serial killer just like staring at them. Yeah.
And then like the fight doesn't last.
There's no clarification, by the way. We get like no information why Sam is like not a part of things, like why his family doesn't like him or like what's up.
But involved in this?
Yeah, and it's kind of implied that like he says something to Doug like, "You're not the only one that got into Christianity, brother," or something like that. But it's like you're like. You find out zero information about how he discovered these people, how he decided to join them, how on earth the coincidence of like his brother is in China with these drug lords, and then suddenly like Doug goes to China, this whole thing happens, and then these same exact people that his brother has joined are like looking for this fucking Velociraptor club, which by the way we never get back to.
No,
like
never.
Like we end up hearing something about like, oh yeah, or this happened with our ancestors or something, and we created an anecdote and whatever, but you don't hear why, you don't hear like any of the story about it.
Yeah, that's all it was that like these Christians fought these Velociraptors back in the day, and then developed like an anti-venom to kill them. Like that was it. That's it.
No, not even to kill them, just to like get rid of the dinosaur part. But
yeah,
but he ends up killing his brother for some reason.
He stabs him, and he's getting like squirted by blood. He's like, ah! And in the corner, you can see Carol just doing this in the corner.
Fully, like, there's a scene and Doug is fully like, and it's like totally zoomed in on him, and then in the background, she literally looks like she's being taught choreography or something.
Yeah,
like she's just fully like. She's not fighting anyone. She's just doing that for a while.
Yeah, she's just like shadow box in the air. Like,
yeah.
And then so this is when he turns straight up into. Also, wait, I forgot. There is we are missing a small scene right before they get to China, where Father Stewart got kidnapped by the people, and then
so that's what it was. He got kidnapped.
Then was murdered. Yeah. Yeah, so which is funny, they killed him before Doug even got there, so we don't even have a thing of
like the ransom, I think, but then they just kill him.
Yeah, there was no being save yourself, Doug, or anything like that. He just gets stabbed in the chest.
Oh. Yeah, no, he's fully dead by the time he gets there.
Yeah. But then anyway, so after he kills his brother, that's when he becomes the full on dinosaur. And then we have a 15-minute fight scene of him in the rubber dinosaur suit where he falls multiple times.
Amazing.
There's one part where he falls and then you can obviously tell he can't get up in that suit without help. So it cuts to blood splatters on the tent, and then it cuts back to him back on his feet fighting again.
I didn't even notice that.
Yes. So there's a part where he tries to do a spinning kick with the tail, and then he actually lands full on down.
Yeah.
He can't. But then it's obvious in that suit he can't you can't get yourself up. So that's why it cuts to another scene of other stuff happening. Incredible. And then it cuts back to him on his feet.
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you go ahead. You can finish it off. We really only have this final part left.
Yeah, so basically, I'm pretty sure it's before this that Carol, she gets down, she gets cut by that,
Yeah.
And, we're pretty sure she's dead. Doug is grieving her, and she's like, it's, I'm done. My time is done. I love you, whatever. They kiss, and then she dies. And then, Doug, I'm pretty sure he starts to fight them again. I'm pretty sure at this point it's kind of just Doug and the main guy. Was it Wei Chan?
Right? Wei Chan, yeah.
And he's I'm pretty sure it's just Wei Chan and Doug, kind of head to head, and then Wei Chan, throws a poison dart thing at him that's the anti-venom for the Velociraptor thing, and then he goes up to Doug and he's doing his little last villain speech or whatever. And I forget exactly what he says, but then Doug says something you know what I think? I think that it didn't, that the
No. He says well, I have 6 words for you.
No. He goes, only, any last words? Only 6.
Yeah, only 6. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, only 6. And he's just I don't think it worked or it didn't work on my leg or something. It didn't work on my
hands or something like that. And then
he just rips his head off.
Yes, and then there's this way too long scene where he's just holding again this obvious doll head that's you fully see the
it's
plastic.
got the mustache and
you see it from behind and it's just a doll head, and then they have the blood coming from, and then he fully turns it around and they add the dude's mustache and eyebrows to the doll. Oh my god, it was amazing.
Yeah.
So he kills him. That was actually insane. And then I'm pretty sure there's a couple dudes left at the end, a couple of his henchmen, because I remember he did this this statement. He's doing like this closing statement, Doug is, and I forget exactly what he says, but he's like, and you guys will remember. And then there's like this like super exaggerated pause, and then the henchmen are sitting there, and it just goes back and forth between Doug looking all dramatic to like these four guys just going like looking at each other, and then they start checking their watch, and then Doug finally.
We did kind of miss a small scene.
What did we miss?
When Carol got stabbed, the ninjas are like crying and sad about it. Like, yeah, because it cuts to them being like hugging each other, like, damn man, that's crazy, that's really sad. He's like crying over her.
Really?
Yeah.
I missed that. That's amazing.
Yeah. But then that stuff happens too.
yeah, that stuff too. The less important stuff than what you wanted to say.
No. I just wanted to make sure we got that.
I'm like, how did I miss a couple of these things? That is
well, that's the same thing with me. Some of it was just like I didn't catch. What was the one thing that you said that I didn't? Oh, the fucking fact that he was wearing glasses under his thing.
Yeah. So. Anyway, so that was great. And then I also wrote down why the fact that Bro waited until after he's, Carol, spoiler alert, is not dead, but he waits until Carol's like dead before he turns into a velociraptor.
But then like after that speech, he's just like, oh, Carol.
Carol.
Oh,
no,
Carol.
No, exactly. But yeah, and then they go, oh my God. Then they're like at a doctor's office. They like go to a doctor's office. She's first of all just sitting at like a primary care doctor. She's not in an ER or something. She's not in a bed.
This is literally like a pediatrician's office.
It's like a seat that she's sitting in. Like it is not like
she's like literally sitting.
Yeah, and then he goes up, he's like, Carol, and she's like looking at him all dramatic, and she's like, come in, trying to get him to come in close, and he goes in close, and she goes, I'm fine. And then across the screen it just goes, she's fine. and then what was it? Because wait. Before that, sorry, I thought
yeah.
I actually wasn't even gonna say that. There's I think it's this closes out like the little fight scene. Because I thought this happened at the end of the movie, but I have it before the she's fine part, so it must have been before. They have like this long little clip of Doug with like blood splatter all over his face, and then they put like a Gandhi quote on top.
Oh, I forgot about that. Wait, I did actually save it on my phone though. I did take a picture.
What did it say? It was great.
Hold on. It says, only through the elimination of violence will we finally be able to achieve world peace, Gandhi. and it's like literally him like, covered in blood. It's so good.
Oh my God, it was incredible. And then they're fine. And then I'm pretty sure it's like implied that here, I'll let you get your shit together.
No, we're good.
And then I think it's pretty much implied that like Doug and Carol are like chill and they like live their lives together, right?
Yeah. Well, just a quick scene. It's literally 2 seconds. Right before he goes in there to look at Carol, the doctor comes down to tell her that she's like okay and everything worked out really well.
Yeah.
And he's got like like how also, doctors have. I
thought they were gonna announce that she's pregnant, by the way, and I don't know if that was on purpose. I don't know if they were setting it up that way or I made that up, but anyway.
But he's got like that thing that like old school doctors wore, where it's like the stethoscope thing on his head, but it's covering his eyes when he first walks in, and he's got to like readjust it to the top of his head.
It's that too.
Yeah, it's so good.
Oh my God, I need to go back. That's incredible.
Yeah, I honestly, this might be a good movie to watch with like the gang. Like it's good.
I would totally rewatch.
Yeah, 100%. I think they would love this movie.
I had a blast.
But yeah, I think we just get like a single scene where they're like hanging out by the car, looking all cool and stuff, and they're basically like, "We're gonna go hunt the rest of these guys," and then that's it. That's how the movie ends.
The movie. Yeah, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's probably one of the funniest movies I've watched in a long time. It was very,
no, I
very
agree.
good. Honestly,
No,
I might give it a 5.
Agree.
I might give it a 5,
Really?
man. I had a great time with it. And like you said, like actually laughing out loud, like is hard especially when you're watching it alone. Like but this movie made me do it multiple times. So I'm gonna give it a 5.
Same, and I'm really depressed right now.
Yeah.
So that's like,
yeah. This is running life on hard mode.
no, like for real. Like I like cried today several times. Like I was having a really hard time, and you know what? I watched this movie and I was like I was cracking up, man.
Hell so, yeah, dude.
I think honestly, enjoyment wise, I would totally give it a 5. I rated it on Letterboxd, I think like a 3 for, I'm trying to, technicality wise, but honestly, with the budget they were given and like the fact that they totally like it was on purpose. It wasn't like it was a bad movie and they didn't know it. Like they fully like they accepted it and they fully played into the bad movie thing. And like, especially with the budget that they had, they fully embraced it. And genuinely, most of the cast were really good actors. And like Josh said, you can just tell that they were good actors playing like they were bad actors, which in my opinion is like a talent in and of itself.
Yeah.
But in particular, I would like to shout out Frankie Mermaid and Carol. Frankie Mermaid was played by Fernando Pacheco de Castro. And then we've got Alyssa Kempinski, who plays Carol. Yeah, and I thought they were both like they were shining stars. And honestly, the guy who played Sam, we didn't see a ton from him, but his little laugh scene genuinely may have been the funniest thing in the movie to me.
Yeah,
that's Jesse Turritz. That was pretty great. So I think he has some potential too.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, do you have any closing thoughts on the movie, or is it just
no notes? It was great.
Yeah, it's just a great movie. I fully recommend it.
Movie.
Yeah, matter of fact, if you didn't watch it before you watch this podcast or listen to this podcast, I fully recommend just watching the movie because we don't do any of the jokes justice. Watching it is just a vastly better experience, and
for sure,
it's great.
We maybe should even put a note at the beginning to be like,
watch
normally
this fucking
we would
movie.
Watch it first and then come back, and it's only like an hour. It's a very quick movie.
It's, like I remember I checked the timestamp when I was like half hour in. I'm like, oh, I only have like 30 minutes left in this movie. Like no, it's not a long movie at all. It's completely worth the watch. It's hilarious. Also, I watched it on Roku, which was supposed to give me ads, and I didn't get a single ad. I don't know why. Me neither.
So, and it like said I was gonna get ads, and I didn't. So anyway, not complaining there. But if you want to watch it, Roku, and you probably won't get ads. And it's free, so it's literally you have nothing to lose. It's a great movie. 10 out of 10. I bet they had a blast making this movie. I would have loved to be a part of it. And Josh, I don't know if you said this when we were recording already, but he said that they're making a sequel. So
they are making
I'm
a sequel.
Stoked, and I will be sat.
It's gonna be Doug and Carol are both back, so we're gonna.
So we'll definitely be reviewing that one as well. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's all I gotta say on that. It was 10 out of 10. Great movie. No notes.
Hell yeah, guys. We'll talk to you guys later, and thank you guys again for joining us again on the Not on the Pod podcast. See you guys later.